through with Guns America's Hunt 365, and today we are taking a first look at the brand new image stabilized spotting scopes from Sig Sauer and Kite Optics. Welcome to the Guns America's Hunt 365 channel. Guys, before we jump into these brand new image stabilized spotting scopes, I just want to quickly tell you this is a brand new channel. It's a break off of the Guns America channel because we had viewers that did not want to see hunting content on there. So we're trying to make everybody happy. We're sending the hunting content over to the Hunt 365 channel for those of you that are interested in that. So please like, subscribe, share, help us get this out, help us grow the channel. We appreciate that. Support the shooting and hunting sports in the United States. So first of all, this is a brand new product from Sig. We covered it at the NRA show. We've got our hands on one now. This is the Oscar6 HDX Pro. It's an HD glass 60mm spotting scope that's a 16 to 32 power, and it's image stabilized. So let me just quickly run you through how this thing works. So this is the end that you look through. It's got a nice eyepiece here. You can pop this in and out. This is your power adjustment. So 16 power, twist it, it goes all the way up to 32 power. Out here on the front, this wheel right here is your focus. So that's how you're going to focus this thing into focus. This little thing right here is your on-off switch. So by moving that, it turns the image stabilization on and off. There's an electronic gyroscope inside here that stabilizes this for up, down, left, right, shake, whatever. You can use this on 32 power without a tripod. It is absolutely insane. You almost have to see it to believe it. We're going to show you. We have actually attached the capture system for filming through these, so we're already ready and set up on both of these so we can show you exactly how much image stabilization there is on the highest magnification. So a couple other things here. This is well armored. It comes in this tan color, has some accessories like a sunshade, different eyepiece, like a wrist strap thing. It takes 2 AA batteries. Those last 50 hours of continuous use. So if you need to change them in the field, you just carry an extra set, you're back together and ready to go. It also comes, well, I pop this battery off and show you. So this is the cap. There's a battery. It also comes with an ARCA already on the spotting scope, as all spotting scopes should come. Now, if you use a different footprint or plate, there is a threaded area in there. Boy, I'm struggling with this. There's a threaded area in there that you can attach whatever plate for whatever system you run. But look, ARCA Swiss is the future. It's what we're all using on our guns and spotters and binos now. So it comes with it already attached. That's the quick rundown of the Sig. Now let's talk about the Kite for just a second. So same stuff, except here's the difference. This is, instead of a 16, it's a 17 power, and it's supposed to go up to 35. Now I'm going to be honest with you, I can't tell any difference between the two as far as magnification. They look the same to me. Same thing going on up here with the focus, same thing going on with the on-off switch. The biggest difference here is this has an internal rechargeable battery. It uses USB-C. So if you're out in the field and you don't have a way to recharge this, you're kind of out of luck, and it only lasts about 30 hours rather than the 50 that the Sig gets. As far as weight, this weighs 47.5 ounces. I don't know how much the Sig weighs, but I would guess it's about the same. This is not even on Sig's website yet, so I don't know what the specs say, but they're supposed to both be ED glass. As you can see, they're almost the exact same length. They're similar shape, size. The size difference here is more than likely just from the different batteries that they take. The objectives look very similar to me. The eyepieces look very similar to me. The Sig definitely looks cooler. So with the tan color and the armoring, this has a full lifetime warranty. The Sig does. Full lifetime warranty from Sig. This has a 5-year warranty on the electronics from Kite Optics. What else do I need to tell you? Oh, price point, $19.99 full MSRP, $23.99 full MSRP. So that's kind of what we're up against. So now the question is which of them is better? Is there a difference? There is a difference, but I don't know which is better yet. So here's the deal. Sig actually does their own software programming and image stabilization here in the United States. Due to ITAR regulations, they can't be sending that information out to China where these are both made. So They do it themselves. So this is Sig's image stabilizing software in here. I don't know what this is or where it came from, something from China. So it's good. I'm not saying it's bad, but we're gonna show you in just a second. So the way we're gonna show you is we have set up a phone. It's a Samsung Galaxy Ultra S23 with a Capture Connect system. It's a very high-end capture system. And what it is there's a metal piece here that we've attached to the eyepiece, and then there's a special phone case you put it in, and we'll show you in a second, but it snaps right on here. We're going to turn the image stabilization in the phone off, and then we're going to show you each of these with the image stabilization in the off position as well as in the on position. So hopefully that makes sense, and hopefully you guys can see exactly what we're seeing here as far as image stabilization. So to start with, to make this fair, I'm going to stick them both on a tripod and get them perfectly in focus. We've got a lake with some cows around the edge of it. There were some ducks swimming in it. I don't know if they're still there or not. We're going to focus on the cows. So once we're in focus, once we're capturing the image, we're going to pop it off the tripod. We're going to hand hold it, and you're going to see what a handheld shake looks like. And then we're going to turn on the image stabilization. You're going to get to see that for yourself. So first up is the Sig. We're putting in a Really Right Stuff tripod head here. I'm going to get it perfectly in focus. And look, we're going to do this on 32 power because who cares about 16 or 17 power, right? So we're on 32 power all the way up. We're at the cows on the edge of the lake. I'm going to get it perfectly in focus, which it is. Oh, I should have mentioned before, if the battery dies on these, they still work as a regular spotting scope. And if you put it on a tripod and the wind's blowing and it's shaking, it will take that out. So it's not as if there's not a benefit to still putting it on a tripod. There is. In fact, you can get away with a way lighter, flimsier tripod because it will help remove some of that tripod shake when you're doing this. So, but it will still work. You just don't have the image stabilization if the battery dies. All right, so let me grab our capture system here. And so if you haven't seen this before, it's pretty interesting. This is the piece that's unique. Well, there's two pieces that are unique. One goes to the scope, and then there's this piece that attaches with magnets. It attaches to this piece that attaches to a specific case. So this slides on there, then this piece goes in here, and because of how this works, you can loosen this and it allows it to rotate. So today we're going to film in, I believe we're going to film vertical. As you guys can see there, we're on, and I'm going to just go ahead and snap this up here, and it's not going to be oriented correctly, so I have to push the button on here and level the scope out. So that's pretty level. I don't know if you want to see if you can see this or not, but we're on 1 power of this camera right here. And these cows are way down there. So maybe we should just leave it right there like that. All right, so that's on the tripod. We're gonna pop it off. And actually I'm gonna hit record, and that way we can swap over and you guys can see what we're seeing here. But I'm gonna pop this off right now. And we're at 1.2 power on the spotting scope. And whoa, that is hard to hold still. So we got a cow down here drinking out of the water right now. And that is with no image stabilization on. Now I'm gonna come up here and I'm gonna flip the switch. And that is with image stabilization on. And I'm obviously holding this way out away from my body right now, which makes it harder to hold it still. But that is on 32 power, and those cows are way the freak over there. So you can see how that works. Okay, so that is the Sig. Once again, we're on 1.2 power. We're checking out the cows over there. All right, I'm gonna hit stop on the record, and we're gonna swap. All right, so this is the Kite Optics. You can see the image stabilization at work. This is all the way up on 35 power. These cattle here along the edge of the lake, which is pretty nuts. All right, so let's go on out up the hill further, like way out here. Now we're not going to be in focus, so I'm going to have to manually focus this, but we're looking way the freak out here now. And this is still the kite that we're looking at, and I'm hand holding this. So that is insane, you guys, that is even possible. So I'm just sort of spinning this focus wheel as we go here, trying to get stuff in focus. It would certainly be better if I took the camera off first, but you get the idea. That is nuts. You could totally get away without a spotting scope or without a tripod. All right, we're gonna go back to the Sig. Okay, so we're back on the Sig now. Okay, we're pretty much in focus. And that's just handheld right there. Oh, yeah, and our image stabilization is on. Okay. So once again, cows at the lake, image stabilized. Now we're gonna go way out to the hill out here. And I gotta refocus this whole thing. So, I'm not gonna lie, my arms are getting tired holding this thing up. So, you guys get the idea though. It's pretty nuts. Once again, if we turn the image stabilization off, it is just shaky as can be. Turn it back on, and we are back in. All right. Okay, hopefully you guys get the idea there. Pretty impressive stuff. I can't really see any difference in the glass, to be completely honest with you guys. I have sat and compared these two optics side by side for quite a while now, and I honestly think that they're both pretty impressive considering what they are. I actually think that you lose a tiny amount of actual sharpness when you turn on the image stabilization. Like, I feel like, and maybe it's just me, but I feel like I can get that it's more in focus, I can see more detail, and then when I turn the stabilization on, maybe you lose like a tiny amount, but almost immeasurable. I'm not really sure if I'm seeing that or not. Maybe it's a figment of my imagination. So, I mean, I can see pretty good details of what these cows are down here doing. And the furthest cows we're looking at are well over a mile away. So, yeah. And I actually was out looking at bears the other day with this, and was just happy about how well it resolved everything. So, once again, you can use it off a tripod if it's windy. If stuff's shaking, it's going to take that vibration right out of it. If you don't have a tripod, you could absolutely call shots as a spotter for a shooter, for hunting. You could absolutely get on a deer and tell if it had horns without a tripod at all. And I have to say, this looks better through my eye than it did through the phone by a long shot. So take the phone footage with a grain of salt. I'm telling you, both of these are impressive pieces of optic. Once again, this one is $19.99, full lifetime warranty. The Kite is $23.99 with a 5-year electronic warranty, but it does have the rechargeable battery, so you're gonna have to decide which one of those you like the features on the best. But optically, I think they're similar. Stabilization wise, I can't really tell a difference. Even though one is supposed to be 35 pound and the other is 32, I can't really tell a difference in that either. So both of them are pretty impressive. I think that regardless of which direction you go, you're gonna be happy. Yeah. Hey, where did this technology even come from? That's the crazy part. If you haven't seen Stig's image stabilized binos, those are even more insane in my opinion. The glass is incredible through the center of them. But I mean, this technology is here, it's coming. I can't wait till there's rangefinders and reticles in these. Anyway, appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Please support the Hunt 365 channel, and we'll see you on the next video.